Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rhonda and I'm also known as the Sparkly One. If you've seen my videos before, I want to say thank you so much for coming back. And if this is your first time, I want to welcome you. And this is a place where I do a lot of different DIYs, but crocheting and knitting are basically my staple. So I love to knit and crochet all kinds of things. I also knit and crochet amigurumi toys, and I love making scarves and hats and little carriers for your phone. I have not made this one yet on a video because I've taken a hiatus for the last 15 months, but I am thinking I might show you guys how to make this if that's what you want. And it's just basically a little phone case where you just put it around like this. And I like wearing it under my jacket or coat because it hides my phone and it keeps it safe. So I like to wear it because I can just slip my phone right here in the back and put my glasses in the front. This is a knitted one, but I can also show you how to make a crocheted one. So I need your feedback if you want to see how to make this, or maybe you can figure it out yourself because it's pretty simple. But it's so cute, and I give these as gifts as well, and everybody who's gotten one loves it because it's so handy. And I also put on a little crocheted heart right here on top of the knitted area in front of the pocket. It's so cute. It's a little granny square with a heart. Anyway, so that's really cute. If you're interested in learning how to make that, let me know because maybe I'll make a video. We'll see. But I know it's time consuming, but you know, and it might take a little bit, but I will get to that if that's what you really want. But besides that, I went to Joann Fabrics just a few days ago because they had a doorbuster sale. And that sale was on this Big Twist value yarn for $2.99. So I picked up a bunch of that, which I love, and I've also used that for another project, and I'll link that video right here. And this is such a beautiful yarn. I think it's great for any project that you want to use a worsted weight yarn for. And it washes up very well, and they come in a bunch of different colors, and I think you'll really enjoy it. It is a size 4 worsted weight yarn, so it can be made into anything you want. It's not too big and not too small. I think that a size 4 worsted weight is probably the most popular yarn that most people use because you can knit and crochet with it very easily. If it's any thinner, it's a little hard to crochet with, I think, especially if your hands are a little older like mine. But I wanted to share this especially today because I found this yarn, and this is the Caron Colorama Halo yarn. And halo means, I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with it, but if you're a knitter or a crocheter, it's got this like fuzzy, ethereal look to it, and it's just so beautiful, and it makes it very light and airy looking. And this is why they called it the Colorama Halo. And this is like an ombre type of yarn. It goes from dark to light, and it's super beautiful, easy to work with, a little hard to see at night when you're knitting with it because the density of it and the fuzziness. But once you get used to it, it's easier to knit than you think. And this says it's a size 5 bulky weight yarn, but really it's not. I don't know why they say that. I don't know if it's because of the halo, but it's more like a size 3 or a 4. I'm going to say closer to a 3, so it's kind of thin. But like I said, it's light and airy, and I'm using a size 7 circular needle. You can use a straight needle as well, but I think if you're making sweaters, you're going to need a circular needle. These are the Knitter's Pride needles, interchangeable circular needles. So a lot of you don't know what those are because you're used to doing knitting with straight needles. But these are the circular needles. You put a little key right in here and you untwist it, and you can change the tips. It comes in a kit. I'll show you that video that I have right here where I think it was about a year and a half ago. I got that as a gift from my husband, and they are beautiful. These are my absolute favorite ones. They're a little expensive, but I do have alternatives if you want the cheaper needles to practice on, and if you ever want to upgrade like I did, then you can go to the more expensive needles. As a knitter or a crocheter, you're going to have a multitude of tools. And I know a lot of beginners, they email me and they only have 1 or 2 hooks or 1 or 2 knitting needles. And they'll always have a really skinny one and then a big one. And they have nothing in between. So if you are a beginner and you only have 1 or 2 needles, then get like a size 7 or an 8 needle in knitting, and then I suggest a G or an H, a hook for crocheting. And so you kind of have to take into consideration what it is that you're making, and then go from there buying your needles and your yarn. The sweater pattern that I'm making is called the Salty Days Sweater, and it is by a beautiful young woman. Her name is Kika, and her real name is Veronica. And that's my daughter's name as well, so that's how I remember it. But anyway, she's so wonderful and beautiful, and she just had a little baby about, I think, 8 months ago or something like that. And she's the knitting queen. I mean, she knows so much about knitting, and I love her style. She's so sweet and so encouraging, and she is just amazing. It's really great for a moderate knitter, I'd say, because beginner knitters, you might have a little bit of a problem, but you don't have to be an advanced knitter to knit this sweater. It's pretty easy the way that she describes it in the pattern, and I just love following her. She's really fun and beautiful and has such great things. She shows you yarn shops, and she'll take you to different countries and go through the yarn shops there. I'm making that sweater, and it's so soft and so wonderful. And the halo yarns, they don't shed, which I love, because when I'm knitting so many projects, I'll have, fuzz from the yarn all over me, and I have to get out my little sticky roller. But this is so great. It doesn't shed, and I'm very excited about that. I also got it in this beautiful gray, so I think this is going to make a great cardigan. I really want to make a cardigan out of this one, and then I also want to make a cardigan out of this. So this is the Big Twist Twinkle, so it has a little bit of sparkle in it, and it's kind of like an opalescent, iridescent sparkle. It's not like just silver or just gold. It's kind of a greenish, slightly green sparkle. But it's so pretty. I think you're going to love it. I got this in the pink, and I also got it in the red. So Christmas is coming. I want to make some little stockings or mittens or a scarf or something like that from the red. I think it's going to be so festive. And then I also got the Big Twist in this bright orange and the lavender and the pink. So these I got 2 because that's all they had. And then the lavender, they only had 1, and it's called Soft Lavender. And then this bright orange is called Orange Bright. So Orange Bright. And I'm going to make a little toy from that, I think, for all my little grandkitties. They all need a little toy. They love playing with the knitted toys. So I'm going to make that. I also have the pink and white like this. And so I'm going to be making some baby blankets and possibly little girl dresses. And I think they're just going to be precious. Oh, I do have one little dress that I want to show you that I'm making. Let me go get it. Well, this is a Premier pattern, and it's a little baby dress, and it says the Sweetheart Dress. It is absolutely precious. I'm making it, and also my friend Sandy is making one too, and she's using the Bloom yarn from Premier. It's just like this one, only in white with the pink little flowers that come out in the pattern. This is all one yarn, so you don't have to switch back and forth with different yarns. The way that the yarn is made, it works out to these little flowers. So this dress has a little heart at the front at the yoke, and I have it right here, and I am using a different yarn, but same dress, except for I did alter my pattern a little bit. Hers won't be altered. She'll do it exactly as the pattern is written, which will also have some hearts going around the bottom of the skirt. And then on mine, I decided I wanted to add a little ruffle. What I did is I went down about 3 inches from the garter stitch that you use on the yoke, and then I doubled the yarns with with a knit front and back. and I did 2 in each one around. So I doubled the amount of stitches, which will make a longer ruffle. So the ruffle, you know, will come around here, and then I'll just either use a garter stitch bind off, or I might decide to do the hearts around the bottom as well. I'm not really sure, because I'm also thinking I might want to do some embroidery on it. So who knows? When I get it all finished, I'll see how it looks, and then I will let you know about that one as it's getting finished. So this is the Mandala ombre yarn, and the color is Serene, and this is the wrapper to the yarn. I also made this little phone carrier with the same yarn, so right here. So it's really pretty, it's soft, it's thin, it's a size 3 yarn, so it's a baby weight yarn. But this dress is going to be so cute. It reminds me like of a creamsicle or something like that. I'm glad I got to show you this yarn, and if you're like me and you're a yarnaholic, you're going to love all the sales at Joann's. A lot of these were, these right here were 25% off, plus 20% off because I had a coupon. So you can't beat that. It's really a great value. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you're working on. Just leave me a comment and let me know if you're working on a knitting project or a crochet project and what that is, because I would love to know what you guys are thinking. If there's a suggestion that you have for me, just let me know. I'm not back 100%, but I am thinking about it because I know a lot of you have been asking me. And I knit every single day or crochet every single day. There's barely a day that goes by where I'm not doing something like this. So I'm always doing it, but I'm not filming it. So if there is a project that I'm working on and I feel like it'd be something easy for you guys to do, then I might consider doing it. Anyway, thanks for joining me again, and I hope that I see you next time. Have a blessed day. Take care. Bye.